Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be going over superior firepower. So, a guide to superior firepower. So how this is going to break down is we're going to go through the spirits that we gain naturally from this ability from taking the first doctrine here. We're going to go through all these spirits. We're then going to go through the breakdown of all of these things. We're going to tell you about which lines to go down and what they do. And then, at the very end, I'm going to show you some templates, okay? So that's how this video is generally going to go. So, superior firepower. Which countries should take this? Okay, it's very simple. Mobile warfare doctrine is if you are a major, more or less, or you are a minor that is going to focus on armored warfare vehicles. Okay, that is what they are. Superior firepower is if you are a minor or a major that would like the absolute highest soft attack versus organization. You get more org here, you get higher soft attack here, okay? This is going to boost your soft attack. This whole doctrine is going to boost your soft attack for your guys to allow you to break through enemy units, okay? So, if you're a miner that has artillery units that are going to be like this, okay? This is a good doctrine to go down in MB, to take them out and break through enemy units. Or if you want to just do more soft attack in general, or you do not have the amount of industry required to go down mobile warfare, this is your best doctrine to go down, okay? So, with that out of the way, we have selected superior firepower. So now we get spirits, okay? So, the spirits are as follows. Engineering school. You get the engineer trait gain plus 20%, okay? That's an okay thing to have. Fortress buster trait XP gain plus 10%. Scavenge XP gain plus 10%. 50% chance that officer created with this will have the engineer officer trait, okay? Now, here's the problem with this. Engineering school says it gives fortress and scavenger. The problem with that is they're lying to you because you physically have to take one or the other here, and they're a trait slot, which means you don't earn these. So they just lied to you. Congratulations. And the engineer thing right here gives you river attack and fort attack, okay? And all of this thing is telling you for the 50% engineer officer is going to give you 100% XP gain on top of your 20% XP gain to have an engineer, but your guy's going to be level 1. So, again, this isn't really worth it. Congratulations. Next, overwhelming firepower. Overwhelming firepower is basically going to let you have artillery XP gain is plus 10%, which is meh, and everything designing for your division for artillery is basically free, which is dubious at best when you have professional officer corps or you have quick improvisation. Okay, literally most of these are better. Even political power gain plus 10% is better than this, unless you're absolutely having an army XP for some reason and you can't design your division. So that's what that is. My opinion is very low. Lastly, was we have the smoke and fire. Okay, this is very important. This is going to give you a 5% breakthrough. You don't get much breakthrough in this doctrine, so this is a very good thing to have here. Okay. Next is the additional suppressive barrage tactic is 100%. Okay, so if you take that and you put it here for another 25%, you're going to have a 125% chance of trying to pick this tactic for your general. Okay, again. Even then, if you do another right here, you can get it another 50, okay? And then technically on top of that, another 25 chance if you have a field marshal. So, in theory, 200%. Is that worth it? No, not really, because suppressive barrage only does 10% more damage. And we're going to see that we have better tactics that we can get from. But remember, smoke and fire gives a 5% breakthrough, so it may be worth it in that point. Okay. Now onto the doctrine. So, superior firepower. When you take the doctrine, you immediately, all of your battalions gain plus 10% soft attack. Straight off the bat, this is very good. For a level 1 ability, it's very good. Comparable to mobile warfare, okay? It's very good, okay? Next is delay. Delay is going to give you a tactic. Again, meh on all tactics. But delay infantry across your board goes up by 10. Okay, this means your infantry is just straight better. You now have more org. Okay, technically, delay here gives 15, so you're already at a worse start. But hey, it gives you something. Next, mobile defense. Mobile defense is going to give you the elastic defense. Okay, as a defender, it's going to give you 10% defense on everything for all your infantry, motorization, mechanized guys. Okay, again, for holding a line. It helps you a little bit better, okay? They also have elastic defense over here, but it doesn't give the defense buff. It just gives them the tactic, okay? Now, we have come to this little disparate argument down here, okay? The left gives you dispersed support, and the right gives you integrated support, okay? I'm going to show you that this left side is a piece of shit, okay? So, in theory, what you gain from the left side is the following. Plus 0.20 for line artillery, recovery rate, and you get 5% coordination, which we have already discussed, is a piece of shit. And there's a video linked on screen that takes you to Cloak's video on why coordination is a piece of shit. I digress. And then your line artillery give you a plus 10% soft attack, and you have overwhelming firepower. Overwhelming fire, okay? You get the same tactic on this side, okay? So, in theory, this unit over here should be better, okay? It should be technically giving you more soft attack on your line artillery units, right? So this unit right here should technically gain a lot of the benefit, okay? Now I'm going to show you exactly why it is wrong, and it's a piece of shit, okay? So, we are going to take all the way down here, okay? So, we're going to take our doctrine, disperse support, and we're going to take overwhelming firepower, okay? We're going to refresh our unit. You can see that it has 185 soft attack, okay? We are now going to compare this 185 soft attack from taking these two, right? Compare them to integrated support if we took the other side, okay? And remember, we all agree here that this is an artillery division because look at the amount of artillery that is required for you to have for this division, okay? Remember this number, 185, and I'm going to show you what it means on the other side. Okay, so remember, this number is 185 from the previous doctrine, right? From this doctrine right here, it hasn't refreshed yet, so it's 185 from this doctrine, okay? Now we have taken the other doctrine, integrated support, which gives you plus 25% organization, or plus 25% soft attack for all your support companies, and they give you plus 10 org, okay? And then on top of that, they give another plus 25% soft attack, and another 10 org, okay? So 20 org and plus 50 soft attack, okay? And you get the same tactic, okay? So this unit has not been refreshed. It has a soft attack of 485.1 and a org of 32.5, okay? Now, if we refresh it, because we have just taken this side doctrine, integrated support, this right here should technically be higher if it was, as it says, giving a boost to land artillery. Now, we're going to take a look at it. Remember, 485 and 32.5, okay? 495.6 and 35.5 for going down this right side integrated support, okay? I can't tell you why Paradox doesn't fix this. They're never going to fix it. So basically what we've just shown is that integrated support, even on a whole line artillery division, is better than having dispersed support, okay? So just take integrated support every time. Congratulations, we have gone through that now. Okay, next, we're going to go down. So we have mechanized warfare, okay? Mechanized offensive. Mechanized offensive is going to give tanks and armored variants plus 10% breakthrough, okay? Remember, armored spearhead right here for mobile warfare is going to give you a plus 20% breakthrough, so we've only gained 10, and they're at 40-ish, or even higher, okay? So, that's what it gets you, and we get Blitz. Blitz is okay. Blitz is not a bad tactic. It's okay. Congratulations. Next, we actually do have a choice down here, okay? Between Airland Battle and Shock and Awe, okay? As it says, the improves attack capabilities of the army, improves general effectiveness of the army. That means pieces of shit, okay? Airland Battle, this left side down here, you take if you have one, you're going to be using tanks and self-propelled artillery guns, okay, in this, in your templates, okay? You're going to be using those in your templates. You're going to be using tanks, self-propelled artillery, and aircraft, okay? You're going to be using all three of those, and then you need to go down this left side. It will boost your hard attack for every tank, boost your soft attack for your tanks, and lastly, it will boost the air superiority, in theory, for your divisions, okay? Now, if I am wrong here, I will pin the comment at the top of the comment, so go look down there. But, and I'll also be in the description, but what this is telling you is that, in theory, if you have 80% air superiority, you can get the 100% air superiority defensive minus on enemy divisions that you are fighting. Okay, that's what that means. It's basically it's going to lower the defense values of the enemy division in theory. Okay, is what this means if you don't have 100% air superiority in a sector. Again, it will be pinned in the comments, and it'll also be in the description for the full version. If somebody can please explain it to everyone here. Otherwise, if you're not have tanks and you're not doing self-propelled artillery with planes, you go down shock and awe. Okay, shock and awe is for infantry and artillery divisions. Okay, it is just straight better at soft attack everything. Okay, so if you are going to build these types of templates, then you're going to go down shock and awe. If you are going to build these type of templates for your mechanized artillery, or you're going to build panzer divisions, then you should go down Airland Battle in general. Okay, that's the difference. So I'm going to start with shock and awe now. Shock and awe. So you get centralized fire control as your first little doctrine here. It's going to give 5% soft attack for all of your infantry, motorized, and mechanized. Okay, right here you can see what it is talking about. This is very good. Another 5% soft attack. Okay, on top of your plus 10 you got here, very good. Soft attack for all line and support artillery. Okay, this is very good. You can see it's going to buff all types of artillery. Very good. Okay, so you're getting really another 10% artillery soft attack bonus here. But yeah. Next, reinforce rate. Again, this is going to let you reinforce into battle faster. That is talking about your reinforce rate is going to go up from 7 to 9%. Okay, it's actually very good to have. And then your reconnaissance is going to go by 1. Reconnaissance is something to be played with. Okay, technically, reconnaissance allows you to be able to pick the tactics in battle ahead. Okay, it's going to give your side the initiative, which means you can technically pick the tactics. Okay, how effective this is just we don't know. Okay, it's never been really fully explained, but just remember, technically reconnaissance should in theory give you a higher chance to pick your tactic here that you have selected, or the tactics that your general really thinks are good. Okay, so a small increase. Okay, advanced Firebases, okay, is going to give you a tactical withdrawal as a defender, which basically means the tactics combat width goes down by 25%, which attacker's tactic damage goes down by 25%, and your own damage goes down by 5%, okay? So, again, it's just a thing that your guys can do if they think it's a viable option. So it upgrades your armored cars. Your armored cars are pieces of shit. We don't talk about them because armored cars are pieces of shit. All infantry and motorized guys, they get plus 10 org and they get plus 0.05 recovery rate. A little bit recovery rate is nice, but the 10 org is very nice. Your tanks get plus 2 org. The first time we have actually had tanks be buffed in organization, and then your tank recovery rate, it goes up by 0.05. Again, very slight changes here, but it does help, okay? Lastly, as we take shock and awe, then we achieve breakthrough, okay? Breakthrough is a tactic that you have in Blitzkrieg, okay? It's not a bad tactic. It's actually pretty good. Your tactics movement, as I've gone over, I'm going to pin it at the screen at the top thing right now, is if you go watch that, my mobile warfare guide, basically it allows you, when you're attacking, for units to move into a province faster. That's what that means. Go watch that video. Otherwise, your tactics damage goes up by 25%, and your defender tactics damage goes down by 25%. But the main stats we're looking at here is all frontline battalions get plus 5 attack, okay? Then, remember, on top of that, all infantry get another 5 soft attack and 5 hard attack. And then on top of that, all artillery and support artillery, right? If you hover over it, you can see all these artillery give 5 and 5, okay? Very, very, very good, okay? So now our soft attack is absolutely ridiculous. Remember, we started with 10 up here. We've gained another, technically, 50% just from our support companies, right? Then we gain another 5, 5. Then we gain another 5, 5, and then another 5 on top of that. We're at ridiculous numbers here for soft attack, okay? Near 20, 25%, okay? But technically even higher for your support artillery. Could be as high as 50%, right? Very good for infantry are now pretty much OP as shit, okay? At killing everything that is not moving, okay? if we look at our just regular artillery division, you can see it has 538 soft attack, which is incredible. Okay, and remember, you can boost this even higher by having veterancy. You can do forced attack down here and give them even higher offensive with another 20%. You're going to have a ridiculous amount of soft attack and be able to break through anything that's not basically a tank. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to switch to Airland Battle, and I'll talk about that. Okay, so Airland Battle. Basically, your army, the first thing here, centralized fire plans, your army is going to get plus 10% heart attack, okay? Across the board, half decent, okay? Increases your self attack if you have tanks, which is what you're going down the side for, okay? Going down this side if you have tanks, and you have aircraft, and you have SPGs, okay? That's what this is for. So, 10% heart attack, very good. Combined arms. You're going to get the breakthrough tactic, okay? Again, breakthrough tactic is down here for shotgun, but you get it earlier. How dubious is it? It's okay. Your soft attack and your hard attack on all of your tanks going up by 10%. Again, very good. Combined arms, very good. Next, tactical control. Tactical control lets you do tactical withdrawal, okay? Same down here for advanced fire bases. And remember, it gives you plus 2% reinforce rate, which down here for forward observers gives you, okay? And remember, your reinforce rate is going to give you the ability to join combat faster. So again, half decent, pretty good tactic, or pretty good global side increase, okay? Last, Airland Battle. Your air superiority is going to go up by 20%, meaning that if you have 80% control, in theory, of the airspace, the enemy battalions are going to suffer a 100% minus from the aircraft on their defensive values, okay? It's a very dubious stat, and it doesn't tell you what the hell it is. It's just another hidden stat, but there it is. And all of your frontline battalions go up by 5% organization, okay? Again, Airland Battle is, again, if you have SPGs, tanks, and you have airplanes, okay? Shock and awe is if you have infantry and you have artillery and you're not sure about the rest of it and you want the highest absolute soft attack on all of those, okay? So now I'm going to show you some templates and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so some templates to use. Again, they're basically the same as Mobile Warfare, but they don't really change much, okay? So, infantry division right here, shovel. You give him an artillery gun and an anti-tank gun, and you let him be able to actually pierce some tanks. And he's basically going to sit there and take damage. That's it. Okay? That's all they're for, but congratulations. Next is your artillery divisions, okay? So we will say this is artillery division because it has a little artillery thing right here. And you can look down here in your composition and see that it is 47% artillery, 52.9% infantry, okay? You can raise the ratio, again, by adding more artillery and dropping infantry, but it's up to you there. But you can see that it has 495 soft attack, okay? Which is half decent, okay? And again, if you want to use this specific templates for breaking enemy lines, which is what you should be using if you're going to be going down superior firepower, you need to take shock and awe to use them effectively, okay? To use this template effectively is what you need to do, okay? Make sure you have support artillery and support rocket artillery. If you're going down with this stuff, you might as well already max it out, okay? Having both of these support companies, as I've shown you, is going to increase your soft attack by a significant amount, okay? Some other things to consider is logistics company and signal company if you want for your higher, technically, initiative to join battle, which is not a bad idea. Field hospitals, depends on how small of your manpower it is. Otherwise, you can do recon. Up to you there. Panda division, okay? This is a standard Panda division, just like Mobile Warfare, except you can see that the soft attack value is at 906, okay? Very, very, very high. And remember, if you're using these tank templates, you're going to be wanting to go down air-land battle, okay? For the ability to have these tanks be uber, uber good, okay? Next is these line holders. Again, these are just standard things. You send them to plug gaps in between the line. You can watch my Mobile Warfare guide on how to actually use these things. But basically, they follow your tanks, and they're going to sit in the province behind your tanks. So let's say that our tanks have broken through on these sectors. The infantry template I have shown you, this one right here, is going to be sitting on these provinces and defending them from counterattack, basically letting your tanks keep going. Lastly is this mechanized artillery, okay? 589, and it's only 30 combat width, okay? Again, if you're going to use this, go down this air-land battle thing right here. It's best for these, okay? If not, if you're going down the regular infantry, then you're going to go down, shock and awe, okay? But these are just some templates, and these are just general outlines of what you can do here, okay? Just remember to keep your tank divisions around 30-something organization, and your artillery-specific units, you can actually drop their org down to 30-something if you would like. Don't go below that. You're starting to have dubious results when you start going below 30 organization, okay? So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, leave a like, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, on screen right now is the Mobile Warfare Guide doctrine if you want to go check that out. Otherwise, I'll see you people later.